What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today I want to talk about a day without women. Now, this is Women's History Month, March. I find it weird that month really don't get as much play as any other month or any other holiday, though it should. This is Women's History Month, and today is a day without women. Pretty much a day where women withdraw themselves from everyday activities, whether you be a mother, a working woman, or student, teacher, things of that nature. And the idea of it is, and I agree with this. Actually, I support this. I support all of it. The idea is to give the world, mainly men, give the world the feeling of what it would be like if there were no women. I mean, I don't really think people truly understand what that means. Like, imagine history. Just let's take it from a local to a larger perspective. Let's take it from a contemporary perspective to a historical perspective. Just imagine what the everyday mother goes through, the everyday wife goes through, the everyday daughter goes through, the everyday sister, aunt, grandmother, the everyday teacher goes through, the woman teacher, the woman employee, the woman student. Imagine the day-to-day things that they have to go through. Now imagine if you are a mother, and whether you're single or not, because mothers go through a tremendous amount of stress. I mean, my mother was a single mother. I grew up around a lot of single mothers, and the things that mothers go through. I mean, I'm humble enough to say a lot of the things that women go through, I wouldn't want to deal with. I'll be the first to admit to you. A lot of the things that women go through, I wouldn't want to go through. I mean, the constant sexism, the constant being dismissed because you are deemed lesser. By whose standard, I don't know. I don't know who came up with the idea that women were weaker, the weaker sexes. I don't get that. I never understood that. I never did. Maybe it's because of my upbringing. I've seen more women do progressive things than I have men, so I really don't understand where the whole idea of women being the lesser or weaker sex came from. I really don't understand that. I really don't. I mean, I don't know where the idea came from that women should get compensated less than men for doing the same job, when in actuality, I've seen more women put in more work doing the same job as men. Like I said, I grew up around women. I grew up around men too, yes. But I grew up around predominantly women. I've seen what women have to go through just to be seen. Forget being heard. I've seen what women had to go through just to be seen. Then they had to do more just to be seen and heard. Then they got to do even more to be seen, heard, and respected. So, I mean, a day without women, I don't think people really understand that. I mean, just think about the significance of the role of a woman. She is the other half. I mean, if you take away women, you literally take away the other half of the human race. There is no human race without women. Let's keep that real. Let's keep that real. Without women, You literally have no human race. Think about that. Now let's just take it from a historical perspective. Many cultures throughout history had no problem with the significance of women. In fact, many societies across the world deified women. Just think about that. African cultures had an abundance of women deities, like a bunch of them. Actually, for every male deity, there was a woman deity. So literally, half of the African deities were women, if not more. And you had societies where you had women ruling. We don't talk about that. There are societies where the women rule. And ruled well. Now you have societies in Asia where you have female deities. So I don't know where it came. I don't know what happened. I don't know when this happened. I really don't know when this happened, where year after year, generation after generation, the role of the woman was being suppressed. And I think honestly it's quite stupid. And then it just gets to the point where women just flat out disrespect. I think it's quite stupid to disrespect the other half of the equation. I mean, every mathematician, every quote unquote genius that has ever been born, every great dancer, every great philosopher, every great king, every great queen was born through a woman. Right? Every cure for every disease known to man came through the womb of a woman. Every scientific breakthrough that has ever been developed by human beings came through the womb of a woman. Like, that's how significant this is. That's how deep this gets. You take away women, you take away the cure for cancer. You take away women, you take away the car. You take away women, you take away the next architect. You take away women, you take away the invention of math. Think about that. Math, reading, writing, science, all those things. You take away women. You take away all of those. You take away every single scientific advancement that has ever been developed by human beings since the dawn of human beings. All of that came through the womb of a woman. And I see, as a man, I don't feel insecure about this. I like this. Because the better woman you have, the better man you have. That's point blank, period. Whatever woman you have in your life, a man will want to see. It's something natural about a man wanting to please a woman. We want to. We will be whatever the woman deems significant. We will be that. A woman want a thug, men gonna be thugs. A woman want a revolutionary, men gonna be revolutionaries. A woman wants a scientist, men gonna do some science. A woman wants artists, men gonna be doing some art. Let's just keep that real. Now, here's the thing. I know what's gonna happen. Two things are gonna happen. One, I'm going to probably get a lot of backlash by some insecure man saying, well, what about men? What about the role of men? Without the man, the woman can't get pregnant. I know that. Shit, I know that. I have children. I know that. Then you're going to have on a national level, you're going to have a day without men rally. See, here's the thing. No one ever denies the significance of men. That's the thing. I've never heard of any point in time of the human race where the role of men was diminished. Never. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a movement where the role of men was systematically downplayed. Never heard of that. Women have no issue identifying the significance of the role of a man. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of an anti-man rally by women. Never heard of it. Now, you may have some women who don't like what men are doing. You may have some women that don't like men, don't disagree with men. All right, fine. But I've never heard of women making laws, making public policies, denying men the right to vote. Think about that. Have anybody ever heard of that? Name me one case in U.S. history where women have fought for laws to be passed where men don't have the right to vote. Name me one, I'll wait. Nothing? My point exactly. And with all that being said, with all that just said, you know what's going to happen? Very soon, you're going to have a day without men day. That's what you're going to have. And you know why? See, no one denies the role of men, but men are simply going to do it just so they don't feel left out, just so men don't, just so insecure men don't feel left out of the publicity that is being given to women on this day. I mean, if people really think about this, you know the reason why you have a Women's Month? Do you know why you have a Black History Month? Do you know why you have that? You have that because for so long, women have been denied recognition for their work. You ever notice there's no such thing as a Men History Month? Think about that. There's no such thing as a Men's History Month. You know why? Because no one ever had an issue with the significance of the role of men in the world or in this country or in the world. Never happened. But you know what happened with women? Women were denied the right to vote. Women were denied to own property. Women were denied the right to have an invention and have it put in their name. If a woman invented something, they had to put it in their man's name. Women, like black slaves, weren't allowed to read. Think about that. Yeah, people want to hear that. And I know people, and y'all, I know what? You also had men saying, well, damn, you a dude, you talk more about women than you do about dudes. Well, yeah. I'm a man. I know what I bring to the table. I'm not insecure about that. I'm not insecure about my role in the world. I know what I bring to the table. I don't need to fight a woman to justify my significance in the world. I'm not that insecure. I understand that this is not that I come from a people where it wasn't just male and woman. It's both. It is absolutely stupid to separate man from woman. It's stupid. I know you need both. I know you need both. The problem is other men don't understand that you need both. You need both man and woman working together. There's a reason why when a man and woman gets married, that the woman is on the side of the man, not behind. That's why I don't disagree. I understand what it means, but I don't disagree with the words chosen for this expression. Behind every man is a good woman. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the words. I agree with the sentiment. I understand the sentiment, but I don't agree with the words used. I believe that the term, the phrase should be, beside every man is a good woman. That's how I feel. Because there are a lot of times when a man is in a position that a man can't handle. That there are certain times where a woman knows how to handle a situation better. It's just true. Women have a certain way of explaining something or getting through something like on a deeper level that men just don't have. And as a man, you got to know how to play your role. Both men and women have roles to play. Men have to know how to play their roles. There are certain times when a man's approach ain't gonna cut it. Like, if this is something I personally believe. I believe that if a man is doing a business deal and he has a woman, that woman should help him close that business deal. There was the song, the Beyonce song "Upgrade You," where she was talking about how, if you need me to close the deal, really think about that. Really think about what she said. There are certain times when you need a woman to quote unquote close the deal. Women have an approach. Women have a way of speaking. Women have a way of dealing with issues on a deeper emotional level that, and a lot of times, men are lacking. And you need that approach. Yes, there are times you need that firm, masculine presence to deal with. I get that. But there are times when a gentle touch is needed to smooth things over. That even though a man can do, women have perfected the gentle touch, the gentle approach. They have perfected it. So you need that other half. Like every coin has a heads and tails. It's about yin and yang. As above, so below. The law of balance. All these things you need to keep things level. The term level-headed means you don't have more on one than you do on the other. You have a balance. Center of gravity. Balance. The universe talks about balance. All these ancient cultures talk about balance. Now all of a sudden we want to just remove the other part of the balance. Women are the balance. It's not hard to figure out. The animal kingdom understands balance. Every species on the planet understands the significance of a balance. But we're supposed to be the most intelligent of all the species on the planet, but we don't understand the significance of balance of the male and female counterpart. We don't understand that. We don't get that. How can we be so smart yet deny the most fundamental part of nature? That is balance. Male, female, up, down, left, right, good, bad, night, day, spring, autumn, summer, winter. It's not hard to figure out. But when it comes to sex and the sexes, we got a hard time with that. I'm not understanding. I'm not digging that. So anyway, me ranting and raving. Let me just say, I love women. Most of my teachers, most of the people who have taught me the most significant things that I carry with me to the day are women. Yes, I have males in my life who have taught me great things too. But the ones who taught me these great ideas on a deeper level are women. Whatever. I don't care what man. I know men are not gonna like this. It's gonna be men that are gonna have a problem with this. They shouldn't. You idiot. No man in their right mind should have an issue with understanding the role of women. It shouldn't happen. So, a day without women? Whoo. Woo. I have experienced moments without the role of women. I have experienced it. It sucks like hell. I have experienced a day where the woman took a break and it was all on me to handle something. Shit. Tell you right goddamn now. I need women in my life. I'm gonna say it again. I need women in my life. Every day, my wife. I'm married. Call it what you want. Call it pussy whip. Call it whatever. Call it what you want. I need my wife. I need my mother. I need my grandmother, God rest her soul. I need my sisters. I got sisters, plural. I need my aunts, plural. Whatever. I need my daughters. Fuck what y'all heard. I need women. So if it takes the whole world to understand the role of women by women removing themselves, I'm with it. So all the women who follow this, who go with this day without women, I support you. Christopher Lamont Thomas, also known as the Thomas Gallery, supports you. All right? All the women, I don't care if y'all do ratchet stuff. I don't care if y'all are, in your right mind. I don't care. All women across the world. I love you all. All right? Shoot. Women power. I don't care. Women power. Love you. Peace.